Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. Having defeated the lizard mayor, the troupe set out back to Happy Town. Shadow Nemesis, now calling himself Shadam, tried and failed to take charge of the Lizardfolk. Shadow Rogue took pity on the squire and tried to connect with him. Tyler used skills bestowed on him by Ezra to lead them safely back to shore, and Dell was able to concentrate over the new ghost voices in her head just enough to steer them back to Happy Town. They have 1 week to train before facing the Dark One, but will Shadam find a balance between good and evil and finally give Dell a break from doing an unreasonable amount of emotional labor? I doubt it.
Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where you may be joining us along with Guy Bradford, who arrived perfectly on time. You came through the door as we went live, Guy.
Oh, incredible.
I had to pee.
Majestic.
A long pee.
Thank you, everybody, for returning. I'll do a quick recap of what just happened in episode 1 in case anybody is joining us now. Last episode, our heroes had defeated the mayor of Lizard Town. Dell had used the reality blade to destroy the beast. At which point, Adam decided he wanted to become king of the snake people, then discovered they weren't snake people, was still a little bit confused, but severed the head of the mayor and went outside to give a speech. Shadow Rogue was just pleased that Shadow Nemesis wasn't being mean to his children, so let it happen and kind of cheered him on. Meanwhile, Dell discovered that she could now hear the voices of ghosts, and through a series of nat ones was haunted by them for the entire episode, where they just seemed to mess with but occasionally help her. She had a bit of a panic attack. Tyler helped walk her out of there, at which point Adam gave a large speech to the Lizardfolk through an absolutely majestic gift of spooky success. Thank you, Mama Strange. He failed uproariously, got absolutely nothing, and then due to his own failure, turned and emotionally abused his squire, who was demoted to just sergeant. Then he made the squire shake Shadow Rogue's hand, almost killing the squire, who was already covered in its own blood. And then re-promoted it back to the Great Wizard, Omega Sergeant of Shadows, because it had learned its lesson. Then they went down, tried to boat back to the city. Dell accidentally crashed the boat into a tree and almost drowned Adam and Shadow Rogue, but they both made their way back onto the ship. They went to town. There was a celebratory feast. Mayor Paul Rudd congratulated them for having defeated the 3 evils on their way to defeating the Dark One, and they now, after this feast, have a week to prepare and train before they face off with the Dark One. Tyler wanted to go off to a corner to talk to Ezra. Shadow Rogue immediately followed because psychically he knew there was a chance Ezra was somehow involved. Dell went to go have drinks with Rumple Foreskin, these classic old friends of the bone horse with the dirty name, just hanging out at the bar, at which point Shadow Nemesis / Adam went over to ask for advice from Dell because he wasn't sure if he wanted to be evil or good, and she reminded him that he could be both because he's just a person, and he changed his name to Shadam. How do we spell Shadam, Adam?
I'd say Shadam.
Perfect.
So I have it written, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Laura just yelled an emphatic yes from upstairs. I think she guessed right while writing the episode description. So Shadam is now there. Dell was cool with the name. Shadow Master hates it. It's fine. It just is what it is. And that left things off where our heroes are now. Still at the feast, but we got to see what's going on with Tyler and Shadow Rogue. And that is everything. Do any of our players have any questions or anything they want to point out or remind any of us?
I don't think so.
Perfect recap.
Yeah.
Super. All of my years of immediately memorizing movies by accident are paying off in doing this. It's time for us to journey back into Ravenloft. While Dell and Shadam have been having their heart-to-heart, Tyler, you led Shadow Rogue off to the side of the feast so that you could commune with Ezra. What's happening?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put my hand on Shadow Rogue's shoulder, kind of hopefully above where the ghostly appendage cuts off, and we get regular flesh.
Right. Tyler, before we do this, I feel like I need to set some things straight with you. If I could just like try to understand what's a lot of stuff happened, my previous life, putting some pieces together. Ezra kind of showed me a lot of what happened, and I just want to make sure it's all on the level because you seem like a great guy. That being said, are we cool, man?
I mean, yeah, I
Yeah?
want to be. You
Yeah.
seem like you're more and more like my old
Great.
friend since you came back on the boat from
Great.
wherever you
Great.
were with
Yeah.
when Kat was here. So
Right.
yeah, you seem. I think we're good. Are we
Right.
not?
I think we are. We are, right?
Okay.
Like I just want to know like when we first met back in college.
College, yeah, okay, Humber,
Yeah. I remember we liked video games and we liked, laughing, making jokes and stuff. But
yeah.
I just want to make sure there wasn't a dynamic that occurred. Like, did you this? Did you ever grab my ass? Like the first time? No. Did you ever come in for a hug and grab my ass?
No, definitely no. Sorry, I thought you were asking like in a sketch or something. Do we have to
No.
touch each other's
Well, there always
butts?
had
I
a
don't
famous
think we
sketch of
did.
ours. Did you grab my ass? But that's
Right. That was a play
Yeah.
on.
No. Okay. Because something's up, and I feel like I don't know for some
Did
reason.
Ezra tell you that I assaulted you when we first met?
So to paint this picture clearly also for Shadow Rogue, from what you remember, that dynamic of Tyler being really into you and groping you, that's what you remember your relationship with Tyler being, not just in those meetings, but like through college and afterwards. Tyler was into you and you weren't into it.
So, Tyler,
Yeah.
fuck. There's no easy way to say it, but have you ever do you know, like, I know about the bad touch, but do you know about the bad touch? Because I feel like I feel like we got some boundaries to work through here, bud. I mean,
My hand like comes off his shoulder like, I am really sorry. I think Ezra might have misrepresented some history here. Do you have memories of me like getting handsy with you?
well, I had a feeling that you liked me, and I like you, but it's just, I don't know. That's where it left off, and I just don't know. It just doesn't seem like something just doesn't seem like it fits, and it's been screwing my brain up this whole time because I just don't know. So if you're telling me, can you tell me what happened when we first met? Because really, I need to know from you, from the horn, from your mouth.
From my mouth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we were in class together.
Yeah.
And we were just like joking around. I think we did some group activities and like improv and sketch and stuff like that. And we just kind of like vibed because we had like similar sense of humor and stuff like that. We started talking about stuff we liked, was like video games and movies and stuff like that.
And that's when you confessed your love for him, right? That's where you.
Hello, just one second.
Each other. That's where the romance began.
1 second, Shadow Rogue. Just getting a little something here. Ezra, what the fuck, man? No, that it did not happen. You had clearly made my friend super uncomfortable by
you had
weird
so many
in.
memories about caring about him deeply and strong like feelings about him that I kind of had to fill in some stuff with the puppet show, and I assumed it was romantic.
Is he telling you about the puppet show?
He mentioned a puppet show. Yes. I'm gonna bring you into this. Hang on a second, and I just want to put a hand on Shadow Rogue's shoulder.
Yeah.
Because this is how it worked in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra,
hello,
say
hello,
something.
God. Hello, God. God, who I love. Yes.
Silence.
And I take the hand off and I say, Ezra.
Yes, I'm so sorry, but now that he's trying to become a cleric, I can't have direct interaction. It's complicated.
What's he saying?
He says it's complicated now that you're trying to worship him as a god. He can't have direct communication with you.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, Ezra?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I've done everything right. You're telling me he scrambled my brains. He made me think things that I thought were real, but they're not.
Yeah,
I have ghost hands.
He's saying that because you and I were like good friends that it must have been romantic, which is a leap, Ezra. People can just be friends.
For the record, I don't have access to your memories. I had access to surface feelings. There was a lot of love. I tried to scrape together an entire human life for somebody to give you something, because you just had, as far as I could tell, a confused, hollow stranger probably being warped by your friend who's being corrupted as the Black Knight.
Yes.
I
That's
am
the
a
first
god,
correct
not
assessment you've
perfect.
made this entire time.
Yeah, see, this is... I don't know how to help with this.
Tyler,
Okay.
I don't know what he's
I'll
saying.
take that as an answer. Don't kind of just slap some shit together and give it to me or my friends as gospel. If you don't know, just tell us you don't know.
Yeah, you tell him, Tyler.
Yeah, I try to do that. It's just, I don't... you know what? As a god, people just assume you have all the answers or get mad at you if you don't have all the answers, or like if stuff's imperfect. So you kind of have to like spack a little bit, and it's not probably healthy, but we don't have friends. So you're just kind of alone, trying not to be trapped in an endless, isolated hellscape.
You and I seem to be communicating pretty directly here. So let's just let's try and reset here, okay? We don't have to build on a shitty foundation of what you think people want to hear from you, who complain and yell at you when you don't deliver. We can just communicate.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Oh.
Natural one.
I will give you advantage for this one because
Fucking idiot. You
I
shithead. Scum.
because I think like Ezra can also read your surface emotions. So as long as you're not lying, if you're lying, then fuck you, Nat one. If you mean this offer,
I am not. I do mean. I mean, we're literally, at least metaphysically stuck with each other. Not much better, but not in that one. Persuasion, you said?
yes.
5 plus 0 for a total of 5.
Okay, I can tell that you mean this to be positive, but I can also feel that you are pretty close to yelling at me right now.
I'm getting closer.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's your job to like establish trust, but we're gonna have to figure this out. I've been trying to help. I probably fucked up your friend's puppet show. I don't know. It's probably like somewhere between 40 to 60% accurate.
Okay. Can you apologize to my friend? I don't want to say that you're sorry without you having said it.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You could say that for me for sure. Listen, I'm just trying to do better, and I fucked up.
Shadow Rogue, Ezra
Yeah?
is sorry that he misrepresented some facts. It was in an effort to give you a comprehensive memory of Guy Bradford's life, and he didn't have the full picture, so he filled in some gaps as best he could. He didn't mean to upset you. God, I'm sorry. I mean,
No, you did nothing wrong. It's
this is
God
a
that's
fucking mess.
forsaken us. And this is a test of faith. But you know what? For now, I don't need Ezra right now. I think Baby and I need a little bit of time apart for me to really learn to walk in my own steps, if that makes any sense. But for you and I feel the only way we can get through this is let's do a trust exercise.
What trust exercise?
I want you to fall in my arms. Turn around.
I turn
I'll
around.
catch you with my elbows. I just need to know.
Does it go up to your elbows?
No, it goes down to
It goes up to your elbows.
Fuck. Okay, I'll catch you in the my biceps. Okay. All right. Turn around.
You know what? I feel like regardless of the outcome, the gesture is important.
The gesture is important. Yeah. Okay.
Catch me however you can, buddy.
Okay.
I T-pose and I just tilt backwards into my friend.
On
right.
3.
I'm
2,
already falling.
1.
Can you roll me, Guy? I would accept a dex. Oh no, I would accept a sleight of hand. I would accept an athletics, or I would accept an acrobatics. And Tyler, can you roll me at this point?
I want to roll
wisdom.
something because even when I implicitly trust the person catching me, there's just something in my animal brain. I've done the trust fall exercise before, and like my knees go every time. It's like
right.
it could be my own mother behind me. It's like, no, sorry, I have to stop myself from falling.
Okay, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage?
Okay. That's a 5. That's a jack die because it landed on an angle. Okay, I'm gonna take the 5 for wisdom.
Yep.
Total of 7 on the save.
Okay, guy.
I'm a 16.
16. You are more than double, so this works out for you. You do successfully using them buys. You know that buy, the buy dealt crease. Tyler lands as an awkward, distrusting T in your arms.
Tyler.
Yeah.
I trust you again.
Thank you. I trust you too. Thank you for not burning me with your hand. That's a tough catch to make.
No,
I appreciate
bro. Thank you.
No, but bro, it was like a real bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but bro, thanks for hearing me out. I know sometimes shit gets dark, but bro, I'm glad that we're there for each other. Cause bro, you're my bro, man.
You're my bro.
Bros.
Bros. And this is some of that just dumb shit that Guy and I would actually do in real life. So I fucking love this, and I give Shadow Rogue a big hug.
Howl at the moon.
You complete this moment of connection, and as you separate, Ezra says in your head, Tyler, he really will make a good cleric.
You better treat him right.
I can do better, and I will.
Okay. Hey, look, I wanted to talk to you about this before this whole drama unfolded. We got everything on your list. What do we just roll up to the Dark Lord and he's done for, or what? Is there like a big fight ahead of us? We got a week off. What should we do with that time? Like, has anyone ever gotten this far before for all the people that you've pulled in?
Oh, no. They've died and then been corrupted. No, you've made it, which is great. You've got the abilities, which are the boost that you need to be powerful enough to be able to compete. Now you need to hone those skills and focus, because everything is going to be a lot harder against the Dark One than these other lesser beings. Essentially, you fought like the entry level, we're dealing with bad guys employees, and now you have to go for the manager.
Okay.
You fought the frontline troops, now you have to fight the champion.
All right, and he's got his own deal. What direction is he in? He's north of us?
Yes, the biggest, scariest thing. He's the Dark Lord of this domain, so it's all designed to kind of torture and torment him while he carries out great evil on an ongoing basis.
And if we defeat him, we all go home.
Confident.
Okay, when we defeat him, we all go home. Remember, clean slate, full honesty.
Eventually. Yes.
Okay. Can you expand on eventually?
Yes. All right. So here's the deal. One of you has to become the Dark Lord of this realm.
Come on, man. Well, actually, that's probably not a hard choice given the trajectory everyone is on here, but I kind of had my heart set on leaving here with all of my friends.
Yes. No. We can still get you all out. It's a couple of steps more, and then it happens. So basically, I need you all to become Dark Lords to help me work my way up so I can get you out of here, because I can get out and then you can get out. But after you take over this realm, I have to send you into more dangerous realms where you also defeat their Dark Lords and become Dark Lords. So there are 4 of you, and I will need 4 Dark Lords.
Okay.
Listen, I was hoping to tell you this after this Dark Lord thing, but we kind of had a connection, and I feel like it needed to happen.
Wow. Okay. I need a drink. Do you guys have Coke here? Do you guys have Coca-Cola?
Hey, man, it's me, Paul Rudd. No. They've got beer, they've got water, they've got a variety of juices. And wine, I guess, is that too. But that's really just a juice to me. I'm Paul Rudd.
I don't want that. What do we got in the way of juices?
Well, there's some kind of swamp juice over here. Don't know what fruit it's made from. And then there's cave juice over there. Don't know what that's from, but it's very popular. And then we have just a variety of milks.
The milks are under the juice category?
Yeah, I mean,
don't tell me anything else, Paul Rudd. I don't want them. I don't want the milk juices.
Oh, no. The milks are separate. They're just for a variety of different animals.
Do you guys got boiled water? Can you just boil up some water and make sure?
Oh, yeah. You can have that. I'll tell you, though. Owlbear milk's got a real kick.
You said 2 animals and then milk, and I don't know what that is.
It's one animal here. The big owl on top, bear body. Rare.
Say that again?
I said it's a big owl head on top and then a bear body.
And then you made a sound. What was that?
Rare.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sold on the owl bear milk. I'm just gonna have water, boiled water, please. And thank you, Mayor.
No problem. I'll get you a boiled water. It's gonna be a real party tonight. I mean, it's morning, but it's gonna be a party. So Paul Rudd goes off to get you water.
Cool. Well, if I'm looking around, do I see my friends? Shadow Rogue is right here.
But I've been going, like, what you didn't know is, like, I was still doing the howling, like, yeah.
Oh,
I'm, like, really
okay.
jacked. Just like,
okay. So, yeah, Shadow Rogue is super jazzed, howling at the sky. Do I see Dell having drinks?
Yep, Dell's drinking with Rumple Foreskin, and Shadow Nemesis, as you believe he is named at this time, is just kind of having some meaningful thoughts with himself. You can see him getting real philosophical.
Okay. Everyone deserves a break. I'm not going to lay this heavy, we need to do this 3 more times news on everyone. I will just hold on to that until tomorrow after we all sleep. But cool. We'll wait for my boiled water because I do not trust any of the beverages in this realm.
Reasonable. And eventually you have a very hot water on a nice hot morning. You all go through the feast and then finally get a chance to rest inside the mayor's tower before it's time for you to start training. We'll take an ad break right there. After all of your adventures, you all sleep until it is a brand new morning after the feast. You are well rested. You are back to full health. Things are all there. Tyler, when you are the first person to awake, you hear a little plink, and you look down at your cloak, and you can see that at this point, 2 of your potions have filled. You can realize that your potions will refill 1 per day of your special items. So they're both now back on your cloak. And Dell, when you wake up, you see the mists receding from beside you on the bed where the mists have left you a gift. You look over and see a gray and silver ball with a line around the center of it leading up to a button on the top. It looks shockingly to you like a Pokeball.
Man. I thought it was going to be that sphere thing from those horror movies with the knife in it.
Yeah, right.
Or a crinkle ball for a cat.
I thought thermal detonator when you described it. So I'm like,
it's got the line around the center, a little latch. There's a button on the top, and it's split into quarters that alternate between silver, gray. It looks like a ceramic and then a metal.
Man, it's a master ball.
What the heck is this? Pick up a ball.
And you feel it jolt as it attunes with you, and you realize that if you throw this ball down after hitting the button, an animal will appear to assist you in what you are doing.
What?
Wow.
I have titled this item the dd Pokeball.
Can I don't think I can resist. If I know that that's what it's going to do, I think I'm just going to do that.
Great. You can throw it up to 20 feet. So how far are you throwing this thing?
I'm just like, if I'm imagining if we're in the room and everyone's in their beds, just like in the middle of the room, like where
Great.
there's empty space.
Roll me a d4.
Okay.
God, an owl bear is going to pop out and kill us. That's
Oh, what?
this is the end. An owl bear is going to pop out.
We just learned about those.
Yeah.
That's what
We
you
don't
say
know
if it eats
D&D
you.
creatures. Yeah.
Oh, that's what an owl bear.
It comes out and makes a sound. Rare.
Sorry.
I rolled a 1.
A 1. You throw the ball and it pops open, and in a blinding flash of light, out appears a weasel. And it just sits down and looks up at you and wonders what you want to do. Everybody else, you wake up to a flash of light and see a weasel sitting outside a broken open ball that Dell is staring at in shock.
Yeah.
The
Del,
mist gave me a weasel.
That's yours? That is the most still weasel I've ever seen.
is it stuffed?
I'm putting my hand out.
Yeah,
Can
it
I
runs and
pet?
jumps up and sits beside you on your bed.
Oh my god.
What's that on the ground? Is that a Pokeball?
The weasel came out of the ball. I just felt like if I threw it, an animal would happen, and oh my god, there's a weasel.
We
And
live in
are
a
you-
world where Pokemon are real? And
Well,
I
I mean,
cry
that's a-
black tears. Oh my god, I love it.
Weasel, go hug Shadam.
And the weasel dashes across the room and just hugs Shadam's armored leg.
Weasel, I choose you. Okay.
I'm going to like lean kind of just into like Dell's eye line so that no one else can kind of really see, and just mouth the word like Shadam.
And I will give a nod, like a quick curt nod to Tyler, and then be like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, just a shrug like okay.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody, since we did, we finished defeating the whatevers, I just was thinking, since everybody had a hard time, that maybe we should do the thing that you guys always do at the end of shows, and do just like a big group hug. I thought that might be a good thing to do. Shadow Rogue, if you're okay with that, and I figured maybe we could all hug Shadow Rogue if that's okay with you, because I know you've not known about this.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. I'll keep my hands behind my back.
Yeah,
in my
or keep
pockets. In my
hands
pockets.
up, like up in
Oh,
the air,
yeah,
and
high
we'll
in the
do
air.
like the squat hug. Is everyone cool with that? I feel like
Yeah.
that would feel like wet change again.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds good. Yeah.
From what I know, sure. Yeah.
So you all approach the center of the room and have a big group hug, and the weasel hugs Dell's leg.
Perfect.
And I'm just shaped like a pencil, just
Yes.
hands
Yes,
straight
perfect.
up.
Yep. Good. All right. Everyone feel better? Everyone
Yeah.
feel better this morning?
I feel brand new.
Yeah.
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 Great.
I have some news. Was chatting with Ezra. He's in the old noggin up here last night.
Uh-huh.
As you know, we're supposed to be taking on the Dark Lord in like a week, I guess, is kind of the time that Paul Rudd has given us. I asked Ezra about next steps and how close are we to going home and stuff like that. He basically said we have to topple a Dark Lord 3 more times after this. Each one of us will need to replace or become a Dark Lord when we defeat one. And with 4 Dark Lords, I guess, in his corner, Ezra says he can ascend and escape and take us with him. We get to leave as well.
And I point and I say, I knew it. I knew Ezra was a bad guy. I knew it. I called it, but I didn't say anybody. I knew it.
Adam.
Dark Lords.
Adam.
That's not a good
Adam,
thing. Even I know that. I'm a
Adam.
bad
Wait,
guy.
what if it's
Adam.
what if it's the good kind of bad?
Oh, hey, you're right. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, no. Shadow Rogue was
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, yeah. No, nothing.
Don't be blasphemous, okay? I know Ezra doesn't always strike gold every day, but we have to rely on the fact that he knows best.
No, but think about it. Okay, so
We have to rely on the fact that
Just-
Ezra knows best, or
just
else
hear
we'll
me
lose
out.
our faith and go crazy.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. So this Ezra thing calls us
Yeah.
here. We just
Yeah.
automatically trust it. Now it's saying we need to become dark lords. Hey, and this is me. I'm the corrupt one here. Okay, though. Thanks, Del. I did figure out a nice way to balance things. But anyway,
Okay.
he is bad. He is bad. He wants to make us dark lords to have some sort of like Ghostbuster Gozer open the door thing key, and so he can come out and rule the universe. Probably.
That's a movie, Shadow Rogue. You used
right.
to know that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's a really
Yeah.
good one.
Okay. I'll assume.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, I know that might sound crazy to some people, but we just automatically started trusting him just because he said, "Trust me."
I hear you. He definitely has fucked up. However, this information came from him because he and I kind of had it out a little bit last night, talking about a fresh start. No more trying to soften the blow of shitty news or not knowing things. He's just going to give it to me straight from here on out. So he won't necessarily have all the answers, but the answers he gives will come earnestly. Now, look, we showed up here with just the clothes on our backs. He threw the laurel. I mean, I can't show it to you. It's my head now. He told us about fleeing from the hordes of squires that would have overrun us and killed us right out there in that field if we hadn't listened to him. So yeah, he brought us here, but he brought us here because he thought we were champions. We're not champions, but maybe we could be.
But he would want to save us because we are the only ones to do his dirty work. If he just let us die, then we couldn't release him.
Shadam.
Oh, I'm getting a call. Hold on a sec.
If Ezra hadn't brought you here, then we never would have found each other. I wouldn't be out here and you wouldn't have superpowers. This Ezra seems pretty great.
I yawn. I'm like, I'm gonna get some air, and I kind of spider crawl out the window. But I'll be right back.
Okay, so he's going to talk to Shadow Master. He's talking to Shadow Master. Okay.
I am taking my weasel and I'm going back in bed and I am pulling the covers back over me and putting the weasel on my head and being like, I try to give up.
No, I'm really sorry. I thought that was really nice this morning, but I also thought it would be bad to not tell you all that.
No, it's fine. Good call, Tyler. And I roll over and just scream into the bed, just like, oh!
And the weasel sticks its head into the pillow next to you and just goes like,
At least there's this.
Well, what's the weasel's name, Del? What are you gonna name the weasel?
Oh,
Something with shadows?
no.
Oh.
Timothy Weasel.
Timothy Weasel. That's a good name. That's a hi, Timothy.
I don't know. Thanks for telling us, Tyler. It's just a lot. It's just.
Yep.
So you're, when you think you're near the end, then you just get a whole lot more work put on in front of you, and it's fine. It's not your fault. It's fine.
I think something happens to me when I see Del kind of like losing it, as like, oh, like someone needs to step up, and it's normally Del, and Del is like not able to right now, and there's like you can feel the vacuum, and so I kind of say like, look, I know it's rough, but we've survived up until now with thanks to each other's help. Again, you punched a hole in a indestructible lizard king yesterday. One shot, first try. Okay, yep. Thank you, Shadow Rogue. Also,
Yep, just a day's work.
Yep, good. I think we can do it. We've got a week to. We think about how strong we've gotten, how crazy this has all been in the last what, 4 days now? Now we have a week of like uninterrupted whatever. Paul Rudd's talking about guilds. We can learn things, except from the rogues. But like, I don't know. I think we have a shot. I think we have a pretty good chance here.
All right, roll back over. Oh, all right, Tyler, you don't have to do that anymore. We'll figure it out.
Okay, thank God, because I had nothing else.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I talked to Adam last night. He like, Shadam now. I tried to tell him to be a person instead of an archetype, so maybe a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, damn it if you don't produce results, Del.
Yep. Wish I got paid more, but here we are. It's fine. There's a weasel.
Take a commercial break right there. On the outside of the building, which I think canonically had a barred window, but who am I to stop a story moment? So,
we never talked about how wide apart the bars are.
Outside, plugs them back in. Shadam, you are hanging on the outside of a building in the morning.
Okay, I kind of want to like, where's the roof? There's like a roof I can go on, right?
It's a tower. Yeah, you can climb up to the tower.
Yeah,
no problem.
Like a pointy tower.
Yeah, but it's got one of those like little tower-y roofs. You could like sit and hang on to the point if you wanted.
Well, yeah, a little King Kong action kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like scuttle up and like, okay, so I just scuttle up and I'm like kind of King Konging my way like around this pole, and I'll talk to Shadow Master and just be like, you know what? I was mulling things over and about what Del was telling me yesterday, and she really hit home with balance. We've been combating each other. We should be working together, Shadow Master. And I think the way we can do that is if we destroy Ezra.
Oh.
Yeah. Listen, they've all been corrupted clearly by this Ezra person.
Okay.
You heard what I said. I proved it. I proved that they were being used by Ezra, and they didn't believe me.
I don't know if that's necessarily. Do you know what? They didn't believe you. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, they didn't believe me. I told them exactly what was happening, and they didn't believe me. So this is what I think we need to do. This happy town, all these happy people, this Ezra, this god of light, supposedly, we need to bring some more darkness, Shadow Master.
So we should kill all the clerics, and then the one who speaks with the voice of Ezra.
Not yet. But first, we need more power.
Okay. Well, they want to train us, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we take their training and grow stronger?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Shadow Master, are we fully bonded?
Oh, yeah, bud.
Good. Okay. I thought maybe you could bond more and give me more power or something like that.
I mean, if we keep working together, we're going to get more powerful.
Okay.
Think about it. We've got your brain and my brain. If we both decide something's happening, it's happening.
You're right. Okay.
Also, I'll make sure you won't die.
Oh, that's good. That's helpful. So here's the plan, Shadow Master.
All right. Let's break it down into steps so I can keep track of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's say, I don't know what, 3 steps, or do you need 5?
Well, let's start with 3 and then see how they go. Maybe there's like a
that.
2A and a 3A or something like that.
Yeah. We can adjust as we go. We're reasonable.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first we need more power. And I thought that was with an army, but clearly that's not going to happen. But working with you and my children, that should be able to get me more power. Then we need to play along with them, make it seem like that I'm all like happy-go-lucky and like love Ezra and blah, 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 when really we'll be trying to take down Ezra and its followers from the inside to bring balance. Because right now it's Happy Town, right? Happy is like a 10. We need it at a 5. So we need to knock off 5 points of happy.
Okay, so step 1 is more power through training you and the children.
Yes.
Step 2 is pretending to love Ezra. And then step 3 is killing a god.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me, Shadow Master.
Okay, I think we are missing like a 2B that might help me jump right to kill god.
Oh, all right, Shadow Master. Well, what do you suggest?
Well, I mean, we got to get closer to this god, right?
Yeah.
So, just seem like we're playing along, and then when the god shows up, kill the god.
With the reality blade. Oh, what if I got all the things? because I got your helmet. What if I got the helmet and I put like the crown on the helmet and then I had the reality blade? Wouldn't I just be like kind of like some sort of super soldier?
Can you roll me a persuasion?
That is a 1 on the die.
Here's the deal. No. The thing is, you need everybody else. Remember how bad it would have gone if we'd just been by ourselves? The kids just used that camera like 4 times, and we almost died. I could save you a couple of times, but like, eventually we just get smushed. You need good friend Dell. The other two, I don't care, but good friend Dell we need.
Right. Dell did come up with this plan about balance. So, I mean, she is kind of, the mastermind of this plan.
So what if step 1 was more power? Step 2 was pretend to love Ezra. And step 3 was convince Dell to help us kill the god, and she can decide step 4.
Ah, I like that even better. Yes, and I put on my helmet. Let us begin our dark reign. I laugh and I spin on the pole.
This is so cool. I shall call this Shadam Planum.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot.
We're the best.
And then you do that for a bit while they sort out what's going on inside. Do you eventually go back inside? What happens, Adam?
I kind of get dizzy. I'm like, ooh, and then I kind of scuttle back in.
It sounded like somebody was dancing outside on a giant pole.
I'm like, where's the weasel? I want to hug the weasel.
Yeah, Weasel's still hanging out.
Yeah, Weasel's just hanging out with Dell in bed.
Yeah.
Can I see the weasel?
Oh yeah. Here, like, hand over Weasel
Can I,
onto
like-
Adam's shoulder.
Can I summon it with the ball? Can I like suck it back in with the ball?
Do I think that's how it works?
You have the ball, Dell. You
I
don't
know,
know
but
how it works.
I don't know how it works. I'm scared that if I do that, it will unmake the weasel. I don't know why. That's just my first impulse.
No. Okay, I take off my helmet. Well, I mean, we got to try. Like, they wouldn't give you a ball just to make a weasel get killed by putting it inside, right?
I mean, this world doesn't really make sense. There's skinless people walking around in the town, but
well, you can't make scrambled eggs without breaking a few eggs, right there, kiddo?
Oh boy, did you just kiddo me?
No, the weasel.
Ah, okay.
Phew, Shadow Mister.
So, Dell, are you going to try to put the weasel back in a ball? What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I think it is like weasel is dangerous to have around. So I guess I'll try. I'll try to be like, I'll try to ask the weasel, "Hey, weasel, do you go back in this ball? What's yes, no?"
The
yes?
weasel walks over and sits in the ball, but is clearly bigger than the ball.
Okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe weasel doesn't know. All right, just let me try and work this ball. Put weasel back in the ball. If this goes poorly, that's my day is gonna be ruined. I'm like, leave it up to fate. How's the rest of my day gonna go?
Yep. So, are you trying to close the ball over the weasel? What's your plan here? You have a weasel sitting in an open Pokeball, but it's so big you can't quite close it.
No. I'm not gonna squish the weasel to the ball. I'm gonna take it back out and then just like close the ball and like push the button on it again.
Great. You throw the ball again. Can you roll me a D4?
Yeah. A 2.
A giant rat jumps out and looks up at you in a blast of light.
Wait, another animal?
Yeah.
I think you have a rodent ball.
Yeah.
Wait, I think it just makes animals.
Cool. Oh, so they can't go back in. You could just have an unlimited supply of rats.
Oh,
You
no.
could be the rat queen.
no.
No army stuff, okay?
Can I try to grab the ball?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, grab it.
You pick up the ball.
I push the button like 10 times.
No, I'm gonna try to stop.
I go like da 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 da. I just
No,
push it. I'm like rats.
Nothing happens.
I throw the ball on the ground. Rats.
Oh, okay. I take this ball. I'll put this ball away. I'm like, all right. Truce, Shadam. Do you want this rat?
I mean, sure, I'll take a rat.
I will give Adam this rat. You belong to Adam. Shadam now. Here you go.
Hey,
Sweet.
the giant rat goes over to Adam and just sits down.
There you go.
How giant are we
Enjoy.
talking here? Like how big is this rat?
Let me read the description.
Oh no.
Like I'm picturing like a little mouse, but is this like
No,
a
it's
dog
a
size,
small
like-
beast. You're talking dog sized.
Wow. Oh, cool. I got like a dog-sized rat.
And you have a mount.
Wow.
No, it's not big enough to ride.
Oh, not right.
Maybe Omega Sergeant could
Yeah.
ride.
Oh, he took the words right out of my mouth. Is it big enough for like the sergeant to ride it?
The sergeant is like 3.5, 4 feet tall, and it's a dog. So like he's wearing armor and is heavy, but maybe.
So if
He's going to destroy the back of his
so if
dog.
he wasn't wearing armor, would he be lighter? And
Are,
so he
are
could
you
ride
asking me
it.
that as a DM or just like as a human? Do you think a person in armor is heavier or lighter than they are out of armor?
Well, I'm just saying, like, would it make a difference? Like, if he took off his
yes,
armor,
it would make a difference. 'Cause
is
wearing,
this rat rideable?
there is only one way to answer this question, Adam, and it is not asking me. It is taking your giant rat to the Omega Sergeant and having him ride it.
Okay, yeah, he sleeps under the bed, so I drag out the Omega Sergeant, and I'm just like, all right, take off your armor.
Okay. And he just like takes off the armor and drops it on the floor.
Okay, now very gently sit on that rat.
Okay. Let's see how he does.
I'm sorry, rat.
Just sighs.
And
Ryan
he
gets out a
jumps into the
calculator.
air and lands directly on the rat.
Ooh.
I wasn't gently.
The rat,
Wasn't a high
you
roll.
hear a couple of bones crunch, and the rat collapses. He's like, "Oh, it's not very strong."
Is the rat alive?
The rat is barely alive. It's just on the floor, like, "Ah, ah."
Oh. I throw the Omega Sergeant off. I'm like, you idiot! I said gently.
Sorry, boss. I didn't mean to.
I put my helmet on. Like you almost killed our mascot. Shadow Rogue, quickly heal him.
Okay. I just flick a Tylenol at his face. Just,
Use your body. Sit on it.
We've seen that does not work.
A healing sit. Do a healing sit.
all right, fine. I'm gonna call all of the power of Ezra, the god we all cherish. Okay. Ezra,
Yes.
baby, please heal this rat that came from a ball.
Can I kind of move the needle in our favor by just talking to Ezra? Be like, Ezra, come on, you got to come through on this. If this rat dies in our bedroom, we are not moving past this for the rest of the goddamn day.
And I'm also like adding more stakes to this. I'm like, Ezra, baby, you did me dirty these last little while, so I really need this. Let me heal this rat with my ass, because I'm gonna like squat on it and impart all of that beautiful Ezra love. Okay.
All right. Can you roll me an Arcana check with advantage?
Okay. Thank God you said advantage.
Oh no,
Oh.
religion. Sorry, with advantage.
Oh, religion.
Yeah.
Does
yeah,
that count? Can I roll again?
You can use the same number or roll again if you want, baby. I'll give you that. That was my bad,
Okay.
not yours.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, that's a 9.
You get the feeling that this would have worked if you'd really cared about this rat, but using your religion to heal a rat out of a ball doesn't feel like you really wanted it deep down in your core, so you don't heal the rat. It still has its 1 health point remaining.
So, in other words, I just squat thrusted my ass onto the head of this rat, and it bounced on the ground and
just
back up.
Teabagged an injured
Yeah.
giant rat.
You just
Oh!
rub your ass on a big rat.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, little guy. Here, have a Tylenol, and then I flick a Tylenol at his face.
I'll eat the Tylenol. That'll give it a 2nd health point.
Great. Yeah, praise Ezra. Yeah.
Yes, praise Ezra for all the help Ezra does for us.
Shadam,
Yes.
can you be trusted with the rehabilitation of this rat?
Oh, absolutely. I
That's
was
your
just about.
responsibility.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a vet here.
How will you pay the vet?
Well, I'm the chosen one. One would assume that they would just help me out because I'm the chosen one.
Oh boy, we're gonna ride that claim straight to hell, huh? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Great.
They did give him the medal that said it.
Yeah, I'm still wearing
It's
it.
true. He's got the medal that says he's the chosen one.
Folks, we don't need to take it to a vet. Look, we all need to start training. I'm going to learn to be a better cleric. I'm taking this rat to one of the clerics, and I'm going to try and use more Ezra love to heal this thing up. Does that sound like it works for everybody?
That sounds like a great idea, says Paul Rudd, climbing up the ladder into the room. He's like, oh, y'all got to train. Sounds like you've got it. We got a cleric over here. So for you other three, what do you guys want to train as? We've got all the different guilds. Here's a list, and he hands you a list of all the different guilds that are options. Unsurprisingly, they're the D&D classes. What do you guys want to train as? It's pretty exciting.
Well, I'm a cleric, as you know. So
that's happening.
All right. It's alphabetized. I see here at the bottom you got wizards. I figure, as we're doing all this magical shit and all these other crazy beings doing magical stuff, maybe we get a little magic on our side, see if I can figure that out. Talk to some wizards, see if they can give us a hand.
Great. Big guy's going to be a wizard. What about you?
Big guy. Thank you, Paul Rudd.
Magic Tyler. It's exciting.
All right. What about you, chosen one? What are you thinking?
And I'm like perusing the list. I'm just like, no. And then I stop on barbarian, and then in my head, like the Conan the Barbarian song starts to play from the movie, like bah, 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 and then boom, 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 and I just see that. I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, yes, this is how I can get power, all in my head, and I'm like, hey, nonchalantly, I'm just like, what's this? A barbarian? That sounds kind of neat. What's that?
Oh yeah, that's a pretty great one. It'll help you if you got some rage in you, and you can get trained by Francine the Frightful.
Oh well, I mean, everyone knows I'm pretty happy-go-lucky, but I'll give it a shot. Sure. And I like
that sounds perfect. All right, what about you? The hair with wind that's not real.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm Del.
Cool. Sorry, Del. I'm trying to learn everybody's names.
It's
There's
fine.
a whole town.
I don't know. I do. Is there anything that combines drawing and being a manager? Because those are the things I do.
I mean, anybody can manage anything, but when it comes to art, you are gonna love Rupert Darling. You need to be a bard, my friend. We'll schedule you for that. All right. What about the little weirdo? He points to the squire who's standing there with no armor.
I'll kind of shuffle into his eye line there, and it'd be like, we were talking, and I think my little guy here wants to be, and I kind of look at the list. I'm just like, a wizard.
Okay, we can make that work. And the sleepy teenager.
Yeah, I think she was also talking to her brother about being a wizard. I think I remember.
She's not a teenager anymore. She's a fully expendable adult now.
Yeah, she's 18.
We won't feel bad if she dies. Yeah.
She can vote and she can die, just like the rest of us. Okay, so we got 3 wizards. We've got a barbarian. We've got a cleric. And we've got a bard who's also going to be a manager. In a week, you guys are going to be unstoppable, or you're going to be dead.
What?
And that's the end of the episode right there.
Thank you, Paul Rudd.
Damn it, Paul Rudd.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Midnight Creeping by Jonathan Shaw at jshaw.co.uk, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time. Christopher Little, Sue One, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia de los Hoodless, Dio Vassis, Loki Burrito, Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, Nomad, the Wise Paladin of the Badlands, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.